This is a short video on what I call the three things. It's an important concept to understand, but first, let's address one of the main problems you face in your quest for health and fitness. The problem with fitness training today, in a nutshell, is everyone is different, but the training being offered is boilerplate. It's the same, it's generic. You are unique. You have different goals than the next guy. You want different things, you have different problems, different constraints. Your knowledge base is different from him. What you like for exercise is different. This is why one-size-fits-all training doesn't work. It's not addressing your specific issues. Everyone is different, yet generic training programs are what's available. They don't work. They simply don't work, plain and simple. It's why do-it-yourself training doesn't work either. They're just workouts. They're just exercises repackaged in another way and given a fancy new name. If your current regimen isn't working, a new workout won't solve your problem because it's not the workout that really matters. You're struggling with something else, something more fundamental. I've developed fat loss programs step by step. Do this first, then this, etc. Science-backed programs that will undoubtedly work. But you won't do them. Not consistently enough to make a difference. You'll start because you hope it will help, but you'll peter out fast. A permanent change with this approach, no, it won't happen for you. You want to build muscle? Boom, here it is. I can give you a bulletproof program that will work, guaranteed. But you won't do it, even though you think you're just a new super workout away from breaking out of your funk. You're looking for a new workout or a new diet or a fancy new supplement, something to snap you out of the doldrums. You're conditioned to believe a simple workout change will do it. Because that's what the fitness industry sells. It's bullshit, basically. So your progress stagnates. You're not getting any closer to strong, firm, and confident. You're still languishing in uncertainty. You're still kind of soft and jiggly, and you don't have any real hope of getting better. That's why you miss workouts and eventually stop training altogether. It's not working, so why do it? Here's the key to success in life, business, and certainly fitness. To get a predictable result, you have to always know three things and then follow an organized and logical path. Number one, where are you going? This is your goal or what you desire. You're pretty good with this one. You know what you want. Maybe it's fat loss. Maybe it's getting stronger or looking more muscular. Maybe it's improving mobility. Maybe it's running a 5K or a 10K in 3 months. It's unique to you. You got the goals thing down pretty well. Number two, where are you now? This is extremely important to understand this. Where are you? Really, where are you? You need an unbiased, well thought out, fact-based observation here. This is where you really are falling down. Your analysis of where you are is not good. You're fooling yourself. And if you don't really know where you are, you can't possibly know the third important thing. What is the very next step you should take? What should you be doing next to move yourself forward? There's only one very next thing. And if you're confused about where you are right now, you'll screw up deciding what to do next. And that's why your progress will stall and eventually fail. You know where you want to go, the goal, but your analysis of where you are now is faulty, so you can't possibly know what to do next to get the maximum results. You need an effective plan which focuses on doing the right things. First things first. You got to do the right things. Let me give you a real life example. I know this guy Tom who works out at my gym, and he goes pretty religiously. I see him there all the time. He doesn't look this good, but because he doesn't seem to be making any progress. He looks the same as he did last year. He was fat then and still is. But at least he hits the gym pretty consistently. Now I can tell by watching him he doesn't really have a workout plan. He's pretty haphazard. A little treadmill, some machine lifting, some light dumbbells, a lot of sitting around on the machines resting. You know the type of guy. Spends a lot of time in the gym but doesn't know anything about getting effective workouts. Anyway, I also see Tom occasionally in Starbucks in the morning. I've seen him at least a half a dozen times at 7 a.m. in the coffee line. Now I don't hit Starbucks all the time, but every now and then I go, and I've seen Tom getting his morning fix. It's the same thing every time. One of those giant Venti Frappuccino 500 calorie gut bombs. You know what I'm talking about. It's a fucking milkshake. plus a pastry, either cinnamon roll or a muffin or something, and also a bottle of OJ. got to be about 1,500 calories of crap. No nutritional value, but a lot of calories. Plus it's about $15, I think. It's crazy. So I can extrapolate and pretty accurately know that if Tom eats this crap first thing in the morning, then the rest of his day pretty much follows suit. He's eating crap all day long, right? So I know his workout regimen and his nutritional plan. He doesn't know I know, but I know. So fast forward, this was a few months ago, but I run into Tom again at Starbucks, but it was on the weekend. I was sitting down in there just with a coffee, doing some planning and reading emails and stuff like that. He comes over and sits down at my table and launches into a series of questions about protein powder. I can tell he's been researching protein powder. He wants to know if the whey is better than the casein, or should he get the one with the BCAAs, or some have creatine. Should he get that one? Or there's a beef protein. Is that any good? Should he do it before the workout, after the workout? How much should he take? On and on. He's got all these questions. He's on a mission to buy the best protein powder available. So I'm listening to him, and he finally says something like, I'm trying to pack on some more muscle. What kind of protein powder do you think I should get? And he stops jabbering for a second. I look him square in the eye and I say, Tom, stop eating donuts for breakfast. And he's caught off guard for a second. He goes, no, what I want to know is what protein powder will be best for muscle building. And I say, Tom, it doesn't matter what protein powder you buy. You've got to stop eating crap for breakfast. The most important thing for you to get straightened out right now is what to eat first thing in the morning. No protein powder will overcome that problem. Now, I don't know if he got the message across or not, but he probably went out and bought protein powder. But this is a classic example of what I call big rocks, little rocks. You're focusing on all the wrong stuff, the little rocks, but not getting the foundational stuff in place first. Little rocks are tactical things. Some may work, some are pure bullshit, won't do a damn thing. But it doesn't matter either way. Little rocks are no good without having the big rocks in place first. Lay the foundation first. This is why the Spartan method works so well. We spend the time to understand, where are you going? Losing fat is one place. Building muscle is completely another place. Training for a backpacking trip is different than trying to run a faster 10K. You want to look muscular and trim for a winter cruise, or maybe you want to squat down and stand back up without pain. You have a unique goal to yourself. This sets your direction. But you have to understand your starting point. Where are you really? What are you good at? What do you suck at? What's going well? Where are you struggling? What's missing? What foundational elements are you missing? That's where you start. From there, we define what's the next big thing you have to hammer down, and what metric will we use to measure it. How will we know it's getting better? Here's the key takeaway. Doing the right things is far more important than doing things right. And then, of course, doing the right things well is the best of both worlds. The Spartan method systematically moves you through 9 distinct phases, evaluating your readiness at each step and then giving you what you need to master that phase. Assess, plan, do, measure, and then reassess. It's a continuous loop of growth. So there you go. Spend some time really analyzing where you are now. Your strengths, weaknesses, what's bothering you, what's unclear. Charging blindly ahead only works for a short while, and you've probably been doing it for years. Make the choice. Continue on your current path and hope for the best. You know in your heart that nothing will change on this course. Or opt for a new path based on a systematic approach, a proven science-based path. There's power in knowing what you're doing makes sense. It's invigorating. You feel energized and your confidence grows. You're not wasting your precious time anymore, but rather investing it wisely into your healthy future self. You learn to love working out. If you want to talk about how the Spartan method can get you untangled and on a path to success, click the green button down below the video and set up your free 15-minute, no obligation, let's just talk about it, fat loss breakthrough session. Take this positive step. Click the green button and get started.